First of all, winter, spring, summer, fall, never raw dog in a state full of hogs. Second off, get your paws off, what'll get you knocked off, and it won't cost, little buddy. And I ain't trying to be facetious, I ain't trying to put the dissertation with the thesis. I'm trying to do the best I can on all of our releases, but I think about the game and it's breaking me to pieces. I'm deep. It's evident we relevant, embedded in the sediment. All this coming from the former home of the president. We used to do it for fun, but now we do it for funds. And I do it for my mama, daddy, sister, and run. Hopefully my son get the baton, eat some croutons. Gas so high, can't afford a Yukon. Now tell me what you know about that. Hey, now let's mind blaze.
Well, speaking of different races and how we treat things, I know the system, it seems, treats blacks who do something bad or criminal as criminals when they have to deal with the justice system, whereas others are looked at as victims, especially with rules like the crack laws versus meth laws, and you know, getting caught with ecstasy versus getting caught with, you know, something else. So it's like the whole issue between the system treating some like victims and others like criminals. Yes, sir.
But look, man, we treat ourselves like victims. When we raise our kids step out the door wondering what in the hell's going to happen to me today. Other people raise their kids and say, man, what can I do today when they step out the door? We are the perpetrators of that. We look at ourselves as victims. So when we go up in front of the judge, oh man, I know I'm going to get 20 years a day, but that's all right. What was the line in the movie? My friend's in jail, so send me to jail because all my friends there anyway?
Oh no, this TV, you can't cuss today.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the movie said.
But I think we have to graduate from that mentality ourselves. Nobody is holding us back. Nobody keeps us from doing what we want to do, except for us.
We're going to go here, then here.
And I believe and actually know what Nora was talking about as being a teacher. Many parents, when you call to talk about their child's performance or anything, they want to give you, I'm a single parent, I do this all by myself. And one I want to say, my mama did it too. But let the teacher call my mama at home on the phone. I wouldn't come back the next day doing the same thing. Our parents have that victim mentality. Well, I'm doing it all by myself. This is the reason why my kid does this. And they don't want to accept the responsibility and to honestly go ahead and do the job.
But it's not like people, you might have those extremes where you have some people who do walk out the front door and they think the world owes them something or whatever. But I don't think that's the majority of the people. And honestly, yeah, black people, specifically black males, even though I am not one, that is who my heart just really goes out to, even in the classroom or whatever. How can you expect them not to walk out and think what's going to happen to me today when they watch the news and they see all the stuff that's happening that they are victims of? How can you not have that type of mentality to some degree?
All right, right here.
I totally agree. Both sides. I agree that you have some parents that are like that. And I also know specifically, I shared, there's a student, his parent calls me, I don't know when we're going to have a test because, you know, I want to make sure he's on top of his, you know, this, etc. But when a student walks into a test with already a defeated mentality, that's real. That's not something they can play with. That's not something they can gauge. That fear, that whatever it is that they're dealing with is real, and it needs to be addressed. And I think that we're not addressing those issues, and we're trying to blame some other things because of them, and there may be a blame for it, but the blame has happened, and now we need to deal with the reality of the fact that you got some kids out there, black, white, and other, but more so black males, that walk into a classroom with a defeated mentality.
Well, I just want 2 comments on this, which will piggyback on this. Do you think that that's an excuse that blacks use, that it's self-fulfilling prophecy, that I'm going to be profiled today, followed around the store? So let me get 2 comments on that. Yes, sir.
I'm going to speak from a point of view of a black male. And when I used to have longer hair, it used to be in the form of dreads. And I remember when I first got what I considered a quote-unquote nice car. You know, it wasn't a law on a book that said, okay, you get a nice car, you got dreads, you're going to get harassed. But you just know it, it's in your gut, you can just feel it. And it is not like a self-fulfilling prophecy in the sense that you're trying to make it happen. But I was going to expand, like one of the earlier questions, I was going to put this in the category as expansion, mental illness. It's like because we just because we have seen it, it's not that we so conditioned to we've seen it so much where it's just a reality. And it just so happens that not even a week into having this quote-unquote nice car, I was searched, harassed out of this world, and I started getting tickets on in front of my house. I mean, all kinds of crazy things. Maybe you were 6 inches away from the curb, you should have been 5. It's like crazy. And so it's like, and in my mind, I'm free. You know, I look to other cultures sometimes to learn what freedom means in America, and I try to emulate those things. But freedom in America can exist in your mind. You can actually have that mentality that today is your day to win. And you cannot stop what's already been put in place. And for whatever reason, I don't always have an answer to that.
Last comment on that.
Totally agree with the mental thing. As a man thinketh, so is he. I truly believe that. And even though there are things that happen during the course of our day, our journey, as we go in our minds, if we are thinking in terms of being positive and we're not allowing those things to affect us in a negative, and that's not easy. But if we think positive and we speak positive, then we can deal with that journey with a different mentality. But a lot of times we speak in this negative, we think in negative, and it is definitely having a negative.
I think we got one more comment on that one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, my thing is, we got negatives and positives that we dealing with, and like on a daily basis, speaking as a black male, you know, you strive forward. That's the step you take forward every day. But see, I think what we get caught in sometimes, the string that our foot slip on, be like, it's the powers that be, white, whoever, you know, you can say whatever, but the powers that be got a tremendous acceptance and tolerance for black suffering. You know, and we always always be going through, like, man, why is it like this, when we really need to examine why is it that they have a tolerance for black suffering. You saw, I mean, black and brown. You saw what they do. You know what they do to Mexicans and Latinos. You know, but you know they just got a tolerance.
Rwanda, Sierra Leone. But I was driving, I was running my bills through my head. I was like, okay. $700. Okay, my lights, water, and gas. Whatever it was going to come up $100 and some short. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work this. But look, that's when it hit me. It was like, damn, that's how they want you to do. That's what they want. Whoever they are, that's what they want. They want you to just every week, okay, man, I need to figure out what's going on, because there's so much other stuff going on than a lights, water, and gas bill. Instead of figuring out how you're gonna make sure that you're not $100 short next month, right. you just thankful. Okay, thank God I got through this month. I'm gonna pinch a little bit off so I can take up for last month, and you know I'll only be $50 behind next month. And that is a
mental
that's
addiction.
Preliminary. That is a mental condition that's manifesting itself right there. That's paranoia.
Peace and love. This is Tim Anthony with Aphrodite Studios, host of Backyard Mind Blazing. For more information, reach us at 501-541-9823. Peace and love.
Lil Mac, aka the Arkansas Razormack. You can catch me on www.razormack.com, www.backyardonline.com. I've been down with Backyard since '92. I'm 22 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Backyard for life. Run back. Let's make this thing happen.
Stacey McAdoo, author, mother, teacher, poet, wife, 50 million other things. That's it.
My name is Zora Madison, kindergarten teacher at Western Hills Elementary. And I've been coming to BLAZIN for over 5 years now.
My name is Agnolia B. Gay, drama teacher at Central High School. Actress first, teacher second. Got an ensemble called Acts 3. I have a project called An Intimate Exposure to African American Artists.
Good evening, I'm Norwood. I've been BLAZIN since day one, 5 years. I'm a visual artist, performance artist. I do some writing, I do some directing, and I'm glad to be Backyard Online. Razormack, it's a wonderful thing. Razormack promised me a t-shirt.
All right, peace everybody. My name is Tim Anthony. I consider myself a BLAZIN voyeur. I like to sit on the sideline and just kind of watch things go along. I think it's beautiful. They've been at it for a lot of years. I'm very proud of my people. I like to call them my own. You know, and this is a movement for everybody.
Backyard, baby. It goes down in the Rocktown. It's great in the A-State. Yo, Backyard Enterprises was founded in 1992 by Lil Mac and Run Mac. Where hip-hop is a driving force, Backyard provides services in music, writing, and art from an underground perspective. Lil Mac and Run Mac, along with Stacey McAdoo and others in the Backyard, have recorded acts and performed songs, published books and conducted workshops, created logos and painted portraits, hosted radio and TV shows, and filmed movies. In 2000, Backyard conceived the BLAZIN Conversation, and now we bring it as a TV show to you. Check out BackyardOnline.com and RazorMack.com and keep living like super tight. Chill.